Now, in this next clip, I have part of an interview I did with Tom Bates. Tom is the sport performance coach at West Brom in the English Premier League in soccer, working with not only their youth players, but the pros who have to go out and perform in front of 50,000 to 80,000 screaming fans week in and week out. He's going to tell us about some of the issues that limit the performance of these athletes, including one thing that probably every one of us has inadvertently done, and we probably did it with the best of intentions, that has very likely damaged our team's confidence and belief in themselves, probably right before a playoff game or an important match. As I said before, I know I've done this, and when Tom taught me this, I was just shaking my head saying, what was I thinking? It's really a fascinating look at our role in connecting to players and helping them perform their best. So enjoy this clip and this interview with Tom Bates. Question on, because this is something that I know I did as a young coach, and even coaches at the highest level do this. Your team has gone on a great run. They've made the final of a cup competition. They've, here in the States, you've made a state championship or something like that. And now all of a sudden you change everything. We're going to practice twice as much. We're going to change our whole routine. And as coaches, we then put so much pressure and so many things onto this next big game, most important game. What kind of message are we sending to our players when we do that?
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, I think it's one of the most common things that exists within after being successful with a team. I remember working with Birmingham City Football Club, my previous football club, and we made it to the semi-final of the FA Youth Cup, which is a huge competition here in England for the youngsters, the under 18, the U18 group. Mm-hmm. And when we knew that we'd be playing Liverpool in the semi-final, we went through the quarter-final, and in the 2 weeks prior to this game against Liverpool, one of the coaches said, Tom, do you realize that it's the furthest we've ever been in this competition? As if to say, it's incredible. I can't believe how far we've come. And he said, right, the head coach said, right, what we're going to do is I've amended the schedule, and here they are. Here are all of the extra hours that we're going to do from Monday to Sunday in the gym, out on the pitch, in the video analysis suite. We're going to be working on performance, and we had a staff meeting, right? Everybody got together, from the strength and conditioning coach to the sports scientists and medical department and all of the coaches. And of course, all of the coaches say, boss, that's a fantastic idea. Really great. Yeah, more work means we're going to be better. Yeah. And obviously the psychologist is in the room. And, it can be a lonely place, John. Right? When you have to disagree with the room, I was concerned. Mm-hmm. And the reason I was concerned is because the message that we're actually conveying to the players is we're not ready for the semi-final. Mm-hmm. We haven't done everything we need to do. You're not ready as you currently are. What you are is not enough to go and beat the team that is renowned around the world for being one of the strongest teams at this level in the competition. And this sense of urgency and anxiety was transferred to the team, because what they were being given this message is that we're not ready, and that can be damaging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then it's such a difficult thing, because that. And I won't make you finish the story. I know how the story ends. I think it's so important, because it's our gut reaction, because as the coach, we feel the pressure like, hey, this is a big game. And we have that perspective of, you don't get to play that many cup semifinals in your life. You don't get that many of these. You can count them on one hand. So it's time to, let's do more to be more prepared. But again, what we think the message is hey, we're going to make ourselves better. And the message we're sending is, you guys aren't ready to do this, so I have to change everything. Instead of just saying, what we've been doing day after day after day is going to it has gotten us to this point, so we are ready, and we're going to continue doing what we're doing. And then letting the occasion bring to the players that extra little bit of focus and maybe urgency in training that they need, because it's a big game. They're going to feel that already. So our job as the coach there is not to add more, but it's maybe to strip some of that anxiety away of like, hey, boys, hey, ladies, you're ready for this, right? You've been doing this all year. Yeah, such an important thing.